All right, good afternoon, everybody. Prior to the start of our city council meeting, we have a short meeting, the Municipal Housing Agency Governing Board, and I will call that meeting to order as we speak, and I'm going to ask the clerk to please take roll. Here.
Bozen. Here. Boss.
Here.
Gray.
Here.
Westergaard.
Here.
Mandelbaum.
Here.
Gatto.
Here.
Your Honor, we have a quorum.
All right, our second item is approving the agenda as presented and or as amended, and I don't see any amendments. If we could have a motion to do that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none, it passes. Our next item on the agenda is approving the Royal View Manor at 1101 Crocker Street to participate in the Rental Assistance Demonstration RAD program, Board Communication number 21-257. Board members, any comments on that? If not, we need to have a motion to approve.
I'll move approval.
All right, and would you poll the board, please?
County.
Yes.
Bozen.
Yes.
Boss.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Westergaard.
Yes.
Mandelbaum.
Yes.
Gatto.
Yes.
Your Honor, that's 7 yes, motion carries.
All right, that was the only item on our agenda for the Municipal Housing Agency Governing Board for this evening. Could we have a motion to adjourn?
Move.
It's been moved. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposition? Seeing none, thank you.
Are we not going to push our buttons?
We'll push buttons.
Well, I guess. I just didn't know if it works.
It's just not.
Jeff?
Okay,
Jeff, are we using?
are we going to use the buttons tonight?
The line.
I guess this is actually yours, isn't it?
I don't care.
I think so.
It'd save time, have to go around and pull everybody.
Yeah. Forgot. I should put my water over here so if it spills, it doesn't. Plug it closer to it. And Jeff and I have this nice divider. So
Yeah.
this is my side and that's your side. This is my side and that's your side.
So, I thought we were supposed to do.
Is Erica Bars in the chamber? Okay. All right. Want to thank everybody, the council, and also our citizens for your attendance this evening. This is our first moment to get back together in over a year, so we look forward to our exchange. I want to also note Juneteenth, which is coming up on the 19th, but this last weekend, the organizers of Juneteenth did another extra special thing. They did a vaccination down by the library in downtown Des Moines, and they promoted that, they pushed it out, and I want to thank everybody and the Juneteenth team for everything that they did to do that. But, right. So for the first time in the city of Des Moines history, we're going to observe Juneteenth as an official municipal holiday for all city staff this year, and we're going to continue to do so moving forward. Juneteenth commemorates the June 19th, 1865, the day the Union troops ordered enslavers to free a group of enslaved people of African descent in Galveston, Texas. Juneteenth is not an official federal holiday, but Iowa was the 7th state to officially designate it as a day of recognition. City buildings and city offices are going to be closed each year on June 19th or the adjoining weekday when the day falls on a weekend.
We still need liberation, Frank.
Absolutely. So I encourage all of our residents and city staff to learn more about Juneteenth and attend learning opportunities and events, and to support community organizations that are working towards making our community just and equitable for all.
Reparations!
Okay, so now, this is LGBTQ plus Pride Month. And we've got a proclamation that we're going to read, but I'd like to have Erica come up and make a couple comments first.
Hi, everybody. My name is Erica Bars. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm speaking today in my role as the chair of Des Moines LGBTQ Advisory Council. We are a volunteer group of LGBTQ people living and working in Des Moines, and we serve as an advisory subcommittee to our city's Civil and Human Rights Commission. I would first like to thank the Commission, City Council, Mayor County, and every other city official who has made this proclamation possible and supported LGBTQ Advisory Council's recommendation to uplift the new Des Moines Pride flag, right over there, created by One Iowa, the Des Moines Black Liberation Movement, and the folks over at Flag of Des Moines. Last week, this flag was raised outside of City Hall, and it will fly there through the end of June. Visible symbols of support are critical for the LGBTQ community, particularly for those who lack visible support in other areas of their lives. Throughout the rest of Pride Month, any LGBTQ person who is walking near this building will know that this city sees them and acknowledges their presence in this community. But I would also like to thank One Iowa, the Des Moines Black Liberation Movement, and Flag of Des Moines for creating this flag and sharing it with our city. I especially appreciate that this flag calls special attention to transgender people and Black and brown LGBTQ people. Our city still has a lot of work to do. Our city still has a lot of work to do to make sure that these communities in particular can call Des Moines home without fearing for their health and safety. The organizations that created this flag are doing that work every day. And I want to thank them for continuing to advocate for the most marginalized in our community. If you're an individual who wants to support their work, buying and displaying this flag from Flag of Des Moines' website is one way to do that. A portion of the proceeds are set aside for One Iowa and the Des Moines Black Liberation Movement's critical work. Flags and proclamations are not a substitute for doing the work required to make our city a place where all LGBTQ people can thrive. This flag and this proclamation are aspirational symbols of what our city can and must become. LGBTQ Advisory Council has and will continue to make recommendations for policy changes that will bring us closer to making the inclusive vision of the Des Moines Pride flag a reality. We are committed to working with city officials and our city's LGBTQ community to build a better Des Moines together. And our hope is that this proclamation and this flag represent a very small step as our city dives deeper into that work. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so the proclamation reads as follows. Whereas our nation was founded on the principle of equal rights for all people, but the fulfillment of this promise has been long in coming for many people. And whereas the city of Des Moines has a diverse LGBTQ plus residents and is committed to ensuring their visibility, dignity, and justice. And whereas since 1978, the LGBTQ plus community of Des Moines annually celebrates Pride Month each June, honoring the fight for dignity and equality for the LGBTQ plus community and to reflect on the progress made each year. And whereas everyone should be able to live and thrive without fear of prejudice, discrimination, violence, and hatred based on gender identity or sexual orientation, and whereas various advancements have been made with respect to equal treatment for LGBTQ plus people throughout the United States, but there continues to be some opposition against them. And whereas as elected representatives of the residents of Des Moines, including members of the LGBTQ plus community, we support, affirm, and are committed to the protection of civil rights of the LGBTQ plus community, as well as their continued advancement and value in our community. Now, therefore, I, the mayor of the city of Des Moines, on behalf of our citizens, do hereby proclaim the month of June 2021 is LGBTQ plus Pride Month and encourage all of our residents and visitors of Des Moines to celebrate our diverse culture and continue our efforts to create a world that is more just, compassionate, and equitable for all. Now, we have one more proclamation, and this is for Immigrant Heritage Month. And it reads as follows. Whereas the month of June is a reminder of the immigrants and refugees who have made our country in the United States their home, and whereas approximately 13% of Des Moines residents speaking nearly 200 different languages and or dialects at home were born outside of the United States and have made Des Moines their permanent home. And whereas Des Moines has welcomed immigrants and refugees in our communities for generations, and whereas Des Moines will continue to welcome immigrants and refugees in our communities while helping to create a culture and shape policies that ensure everyone feels like they belong and are thriving. And whereas by fostering a welcoming and compassionate environment for all, regardless of immigrant status, race, ethnicity, place of origin, English language proficiency, religion, income, gender, sexual orientation, differing abilities, age, and other factors, we enhance Des Moines' health, economic prosperity, and well-being for current and future generations. Now, therefore, I, on behalf of our City Council and our residents, do hereby proclaim June 2021 as Immigrant Heritage Month, and I encourage all of our residents to celebrate our diverse heritage and culture and community and continue our efforts to create a world that is more just, compassionate, and equitable for all.
Defund the ICE!
Start working with ICE. That's how you support immigrants.
All right, again, want to welcome everybody to our meeting, our first live meeting in over a year, and opportunity for all of us to see each other face to face. Let's call this meeting to order, and I'll ask the clerk to please take roll.
County,
Here.
Boson,
Here.
Boss,
Here.
Gray,
Here.
Westergaard,
Here.
Fandelbaum,
Here.
Gatto.
Here.
Your Honor, that's a quorum. 7 yes.
All right. Our next item is approving the agenda as presented and/or as amended.
Move.
There is a correction on the agenda, item 41. It says remove 1029 East 7th Street and 1621 Jefferson Avenue. Those are the only two that I know of.
I'll move it, Your Honor, with those changes.
All right. With those changes, it has been moved. Would all in favor say aye?
Aye.
Opposition? Hearing none. Item passes. This evening, our next item is approving the consent agenda. Tonight, those are items 3 through 52I. And we will ask, it looks like on item 6, I vote no. In item 37I, A, B, C, and D, Councilmember Gray votes no. Unless there's anything else?
I'll move item 3, Your Honor.
All right. I will ask, are there, from the audience, are there any items that anyone would like to have removed? Just what item do you have in mind?
Check 212. I would like to have item 52I removed from the consent agenda regarding the vacation for Officer Chad Steffen, Des Moines Police Department officer.
Okay, I got it. Item.
We should not be paying $10,000 for Des Moines Police Officer Chad Steffen to go to Orlando. I say that we should have no vacations for pigs, and I don't think Chad Steffen should be going to Orlando, and we should be paying $10,000 of the city's dime to pay for it. So what, this racist pig can go to Disney World? Nah. Please vote no on this. About defunding the Des Moines Police Department in this city.
Right, my name
Okay,
is
the
Adam.
request has been for 52I. Is there anyone else that, just put your hand up if that's enough?
So my name is Adam Callanan. I use he, him pronouns. The
I'm
consent
sorry,
agenda is
but
intended
we're just
for.
getting a representation here. Did I see 3 or 4 hands up? Okay.
I don't.
What item would you like to have, sir?
Sorry. Yeah. So anyway, what I was trying to say, my name is Adam Callanan. I use he, him pronouns. The consent agenda is intended for non-controversial items. So as item 52I is obviously controversial, as it's something we've been calling for an end to for months, is in putting more and more money towards rewarding cops. In this case, rewarding Chad Stevens, who lied under oath to try to prosecute journalist Andrea Sahori. Yeah. So we're calling for that to be discussed. The public should be able to speak on it. We need to speak on it. We need to hear everybody's voices on it.
Hi, my name is
Peyton Shoemaker. I would also like to say the consent agenda is supposed to be for our non-controversial items. I think all of you up here know that since there are so many of us in the room right now, we find 52I very controversial. So maybe you should stop putting things about the police department on the consent agenda, and then we wouldn't have such a problem. We wouldn't have to come here every single time you have a council meeting and tell you to remove things from the consent agenda that involve the Des Moines Police Department. We don't want to send Chad Stevens to Orlando, Florida so we can have a free trip to Disney World or whatever for lying under oath and being a terrible cop. Thank you.
Hello, council. Hello, Des Moines residents. Happy to be here with y'all. My name is Chelsea Chisholm Vargas. My pronouns are she, her, ella, and I would like to request to remove item 52I from the consent agenda. Currently, it reads that submitting travel and training requests for Chad Steffen. It doesn't say in here that he's a DMPD officer, but we would like to, and I would like to, request that this gets removed. Chad Steffen, as folks have said, did lie under oath. He should no longer be a Des Moines police officer. Additionally, I think it was about, was it $10,000 for the, $10,000 of our taxpayer money to go towards Chad Steffen so he can get a nice flight to Florida? I don't think so. No, that ain't right. That ain't right. Y'all know it's not right. For this perf training, whatever it is, we do not support it. We do not support free vacations for Des Moines police officers when they're in our communities, violating us, brutalizing us on the streets, and y'all don't say nothing about it. So we would like to see this item removed. And if y'all don't want to remove it, that's fine. Y'all could just go ahead and deny it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Leah Plath, and I would like to uplift what others have said on removing 52I from the consent agenda. I believe that you guys know what you're doing is wrong. Joe Gatto with a smirk on your face. And you're here sitting talking about Juneteenth and being a better community for the Black community in Des Moines, and yet you're sending the police on a vacation to Florida to become more racist. That's not helping our community. Anyway, please remove 52I.
Hi, my name is Maya Phelps. I use she, her pronouns, and I want to uplift what everyone else has said. I know I and a lot of other people in this room have been brutalized by the Des Moines Police Department, so sending them on free vacations, and it's not $10,000 to go to Florida, I know that, so you're just giving him free money. It's ridiculous, and like the person before me said, if you think that Juneteenth is so important, and if you think that you support LGBTQ+ and immigrant people in this community, you will not give more money to DMPD and to Chad Steffen.
Hello, my name is Haley Dixon. My pronouns are she, her. I would like to request you remove agenda item 52I off of this agenda. $10,000 to send a racist cop to Florida when we have houseless people and food insecure people is absolutely crazy. That money could be spent bettering our community and not a vacation for a racist cop.
I'm KT Mickey. I use they, them pronouns. Nice to see all of you in person. I would like to remove this off the agenda. Like Haley said, we have a houseless crisis here. We have disenfranchised community. We have marginalized community, and you want to spend that much money? You really need to listen to the people. Power to the people. And hear it.
Hi, Giovanni Bahena. Hi, Linda. So I also agree that we should remove 52I because like we just made a proclamation for Pride Month, you should remember that on July 1st of 2020, police raided the Blazing Saddle. Do you want to know what started Pride, Frank? You're old enough to remember. Police raids. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Frida Beckwith. Sorry, I'm just a little bit tired. I spent the whole last week helping relocate houseless folks that y'all evicted. Remember that, Connie? Remember that, Carl? Y'all said you were going to help. You said you were going to find some money to help store their items. We paid for that. I paid for that storage unit out of pocket. So, like, but y'all found $10,000 for this? Pretty easy, right? But you can't help a camp of 27 houseless people in your own community? That has to be volunteers. That has to be citizens and residents of Des Moines. Like, what is wrong with you? Remove this item.
Okay.
I move the item.
The item's been moved to on consent, and I think we've heard a wide variety of comments about one item. And so I will ask council, we've got a motion on the floor. Without further comment, I'd ask that you poll the council, please, on the motion. I'll ask if there's any...
County. Motion carries.
What do we want?
Okay. Okay, could we have a break? Recess. Council, could we have a motion to recess?
I'll make a motion to recess for 10 minutes.
Excuse me, we have a motion.
Give him this. Not give them 9 o'clock. And I would. Tuesday. To recess for 10 minutes.
All right, the motion's been made to recess. All in favor, say aye. Aye. 10 minutes.
You guys go home.
I've never been so embarrassed in my
Do you want to check and see if they want us in here with this or what they want us to do? So, thank you. Out, out.
They don't get to say, that's fine. It's good. I mean, I know.
parts of the state can't find it. We're one of the bigger ones.
We were trying to, and I got Felicia the list of stuff kids need, because we're gonna section off scholarships for this time.
Oh, okay.
But we just couldn't get it together, so, because we didn't have kids. So next year, we're gonna identify so much and have kids apply.
Okay.
So if they need anything for apprenticeship, tools, whatever, we'll get that money. Just support them. Just support them, however we need to do it. I should, yeah, so we can just like stuff out,
Yeah, exactly. So that'll give us a chance to talk about it.
Yeah. Do you have your number and stuff?
I have, I'll write it down for you. I have a card.
So I just,
It's just lots of what time is it?
Yeah.
We'll try to get someone.
I will, because I want to try to get it working.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. No time like the present.
Okay, did you mark down the time to adjourn? I can't remember. So our time, sorry, I think go ahead. Come on, dude.
Something accomplished. We're trying to work out with our Eastside Foundation for the section on about.
Yeah, the signs say. Just you do. The sign is stay. The sign is going to stay. She said it needs to acknowledge.
Consider vote.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, what's the code?
Cite the code.
Cite the code.
This code is the same speech unless you're at the microphone?
They're blocking people. They're blocking people at the door.
If you met with people, we wouldn't be here. If you listened to people, we wouldn't be here. Whose house?
Could we have a motion to reconvene back from recess?
I'll make the motion to reconvene, Your Honor.
All right? All in favor, say aye.
Oh. I like that.
Everybody vote.
There you go. All right, looks good.
Open the hearing.
Haven't you? Read the next one. That's what we did. We just voted. Item 56.
We're going to go ahead and open the hearing.
Go ahead and read it. Just read it.
The first hearing item is item 56. I will say that we remind persons in the council chamber that disruptive comment will result in order to leave the chamber. We want all the comments to be germane so that we can conduct city business. But this is a council business meeting and council rules that are validly adopted under the Code of Iowa, and these rules need to be followed. Council rules do not permit putting signs up and blocking the view of the general public. You're disrupting the ability of our citizens to participate in our meeting. Our first item on the hearing is item 56. Item 56 on a conveyance of a vacated east-west alley right-of-way located south of and adjoining 2815 East Washington Avenue to Brittany Ray Robin for $25. Ask if anybody has a comment germane to that.
I'll move item 56, Your Honor.
Item 56 has been moved. We ask that everybody vote. Item 57 is on a conveyance of a permanent underground electrical easement on a city-owned property located south of and adjoining Line Drive between Southwest 2nd Street and Southwest 3rd Street to Mid-American Energy for $1. Anyone want to make any comments germane to that?
I'll move item 57, Your Honor.
Item 57 has been moved. Item passes. Item 58 is on a continuance of a hearing on a vacation of portions of 12th Street and Keosauqua Way, right-of-way joining 1201 Keosauqua Way, and a conveyance of a permanent easement for building encroachment and a permanent easement for building encroachment door swing to Off Real Estate LLC for $11,280. We'll open it up and see if anybody has any germane comments. Seeing none.
I'll move item 58, Your Honor.
Item 58 has been moved. Is on the 2021 HMA Residential Paving Program contract. A resolution approving the plan specification. This is contract 2, by the way, form of contract documents, engineer's estimate, receive and file the bid, and designating the lowest responsible bidder as Grimes Asphalt and Paving Corporation, Timothy Malakote, President, $543,484. Council Communication number 21-238.
I'm just wondering, did someone come check here?
Into this issue,
I'll move item 59 and 59A.
59 and 59A has been moved. Item 60 is on the Skywalk Bridge, 7C, 7D. The removal of same. A resolution approving the plan, specifications, and form of contract documents, engineer's estimate, receive and file bids, and designating the lowest responsible bidder as Newman Brothers, Inc., Mike Simpson, President and CEO, $295,999.50. Council Communication number 21-271. A is the approval of the contract and bond and permission to sublet. Any germane comment?
I will move item 60 and 68, please. Back up. Lounge.
What's the purpose of this?
Item 61 is the Western Ingersoll Run Sewer Separation Phase 2. Resolution approving the plan, specifications, form of contract documents, engineer's estimate, receive and file bids, and designating the lowest responsible bidder, Synergy Contracting LLC, Jesse Robles, President, $6,681,063. Council Communication number 21-267. A is the approval of the contract and the bond and permission to sublet. Anyone want to make any germane comments to this issue?
I hear none, Your Honor. I'll move 61 and 61A.
Item 62, on a Papa John's Sculpture Park lighting improvement, a resolution approving the plan, specification, form of contract documents, engineer's estimate, receive and file the bid, and designate the lowest responsible bidder as Modern Electrical Services, LLC. Tom Leeden is the owner, $293,645. Council Communication number 21-247. A is to approve the contract and the bond. Any germane comments on this item?
I had none, Your Honor. I'll move 62 and 62A.
Okay. Item 63.
That's good.
Item 63 is on the 2021 Sidewalk Replacement Program. Resolution approving the plan, specifications, form of contract documents, engineer's estimate, receive and file bids, and designating the lowest responsible bidder as DJ Concrete Inc., Tony J. Vermeer, President, $331,475. Council Communication number 21-241. A under that is approval of the contract and bond and permission to sublet. We'll open it and see if anybody has any germane comments.
I hear no germane comments. I'll move item 63 and 63A.
Item's been moved. Item 64 is on the State Interstate Railroad, resolution approving the plan, specifications, form of contract documents, engineer's estimate, receive and file the bids, and designate the lowest responsible bidder as Jasper Construction Services Inc. Cliff Roads is the president, $1,267,719.55. Council communication number 21-269. A, approval of the contract and bond and permission to sublet.
I hear no germane comments. I'll move 64 and 64A.
Item 65. 2021 HMA Resurfacing Program Contract 1. Resolution approving the plans, specifications, form of contract documents, engineer receiving the file of bids and designating the lowest responsible bidder is OMG Midwest Inc. Doing business as Des Moines Asphalt and Paving. $572,155.93. Council communication number 21-239. A is approval of contract.
Hello, is this on? Is this on? Hello?
Anybody want to make any germane comments?
I hear no germane comments, Your Honor. I'll move 65 and 65A.
Has been moved.
No, you're not. Be quiet. You guys have wrecked your time.
Item passes. We move on to item 66. On the downtown bump outs and 12th Street and Martin Luther King Jr. Parkway to Grand Avenue, resolution approving the plans, specifications, form of contract documents, engineer's estimate, receive and file the bids, and designating the lowest responsible bidder as Jasper Construction Services Inc. Cliff Roads is the president, $1,536,716.15. Council communication number 21-265. A, under that is approval of the contract and bond and permission to sublet. Open and see if there's anybody here that would like to make any germane comments.
I hear no germane comments, Your Honor. I'll move 66A and B.
Oh, and B was approving the supplemental agreement number 2 to the professional services agreement PSA with Bolton and Mink Inc. for the construction and staking of construction administrative services for 12th Street and downtown bump outs improvement project. That one not to exceed $72,560. Council communication number 21-251.
I will move item 67.
66.
It'll be okay. Vote me out. Vote me out. Vote me out, pal. Vote me out. Vote me out, man.
We need to vote.
Yes, make a vote, Scott. Let's do it,
Item 67 is on a memorandum of agreement and license with the United States of America by and through the General Services Administration, GSA, for the installation and maintenance of certain improvements associated with a federal courthouse project at 101 Locust Street.
Okay, don't throw
Ask
stuff
if
up here.
anybody has
Don't throw
any
stuff up here.
germane comments to this item? Hearing none, could we have a motion?
It's going to be like this until we arrest
67.
them all out.
I will move item 68.
Item 70 is on the proposed 28th amendment to the urban renewal plan for the Metro Center urban renewal area. Council communication.
Yeah, you got to cite them all.
Okay, could we have a motion to continue? To continue.
I will.
Seven.
Dude, I mean, they're pounding on our stuff.
Item 70 has been continued.
Bill, they turned off the light.
Item 71 is continuing, also a hearing on a request from Oscar and Enrique Centento to amend the Plan DSM, creating our tomorrow future land use classification for 2354 East Grand Avenue from neighborhood mixed commercial community mixed use district to rezone MX1 mixed use district to MX3 mixed use district to allow ongoing operation of a minor vehicle maintenance repair use of the property. Planning and Zoning Commission recommends denial. This was continued.
I make a motion to continue 71.
Okay. Continue 71.
Yeah. Continue everything else. Which one? Everything else. I'd say everything.
Hey, Scott. This is moving forward.
Wait, we have 40 for continue. Okay, so all the rest of them? All right, we need a motion to continue the remaining hearing items. They're all zoning issues.
Make a motion to recess and continue the hearing?
No, continue all the other hearings because there's parties and interests.
And they don't have an opportunity to speak. Okay. Until Wednesday. 7:30 Wednesday, the rest of the hearing items? Yeah. Yeah. Make a motion to the rest of the zoning items Wednesday morning.
I thought you said we had to have hearing. I thought you said we had to have 28.
72 through 76.
We can't have a special meeting. We'll have to recess. Meeting in.
All right, we're going to continue the remaining hearing items to Wednesday at 7:30 a.m.
Yeah. I'll make a motion.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to continue the hearing items via Zoom, items 72 through 76, on Wednesday at 7:30 a.m.
All right. Thank you.
Hey. Vote yes.
active.
Are we doing those tonight?
It won't happen, but at least we can try. We're going to do 53.
That completes. That completes the hearing items for today. We're going to go back to item 53, which are ordinances first consideration. Item 53 is amending chapter 114 of the municipal code regarding traffic regulation changes as follows. A is a revision to the parking restrictions on East Locust Street, west of Robert D. Ray Drive. B is a proposed code change to add a loading zone on the west side of 26th Street between University Avenue and Cottage Grove. C is a proposed code change to add a passenger loading zone on Methodist Drive between Chestnut Street and 12th Street. D is parking restriction revision. We need to get her to item 53.
I'll move item 53.
Parking restriction revision on 15th Street from Crocker to Oak Ridge Drive and School Street. E is to extend the 2-hour parking limits along University Avenue from 25th Street to 31st Street. Any discussion, council?
I will move 53, A through E, and move the second and third readings, Your Honor. Not today.
Item 54 is amending sections 60-3, 60-5, 60-7, 60-10, 60-11, 60-12, 60-15, 60-19, 60-30, 60-31, 60-32, 60-33, 60-34, 60-35, 60-40, 60-41, 60-42, 60-43, 60-44, 60-45, 60-50, 60-60, 60-76, 60-85, 60-104, 60-128, 60-144, 60-170, 60-183, 60-192, and 60-193 relating to the housing code. Council Communication number 21-261.
I'll move item 54.
Item 54 has been moved.
You want to try?
No, we could ask, but item 54.
Hang on.
That's all right.
You want to text her?
Number 55 has not been used.
We'll make a motion to adjourn. Okay.
When the time comes.
We need a motion to recess.
Okay. All right.
A motion to recess till Wednesday, 7:30 a.m.
You want to ask them if they want to speak? The people on here?
We're asking.
Yeah. Surely have
Item 77 is our item. Would Shirley Evans like to speak?
Nope, I don't hear Shirley.
Seeing that the audience will not allow any of our speakers to speak, we are going to recess. We have a motion to recess till 7:30
We will make
a.m.
since there's no speakers, we'll make a motion to recess until 7:30.
You already moved it.
Yeah, all in favor? Bye.
We now sit in recess till 7:30 a.m. Wednesday.
You know what? I got really broad shoulders. Really broad shoulders. Huh?
What's your question? What? We already announced it. You talked over it.
He tried. He was talking right now. Listen to the recording. He tried to get something done. He tried really hard. How hard did you try to get the order?
You interrupted your own speaking time.
I was ready.
Yeah. That's what.
It's disgusting.
Go on. Speak up. Yes. They listen off dead people saying that they needed us. Yeah. Right. How do you on the people you killed? How do you fucking do that? How do you sleep at night? Yeah. Literally, like, you are not a fucking person. You do not deserve to have any power at all. Let me just note that Hayden is an approved guest speaker. Official guest speaker here at the city council meeting. Congrats. I wonder what they're going to do next meeting. Did we all just not get to speak? Are we pushed back? Did the next 20 people who signed up not get to speak now until the next week? Right. And how many people are signed up on that backlog they have? Like 100. Yeah, exactly. But I can't even sign up. I couldn't even sign up for that long because I was signed up for this meeting. So I don't get to speak for like months probably. I don't give a fuck, honestly, because the city doesn't listen to what I say anyway. Telling them what to do for months. We all know what our city needs to do. All of us. And we know better than they do. Their job is supposed to be to take what the people want, what the people know that they need, and make that into law. That's their job. And instead, they only care about the big developers. They only care about gentrifying our city. They don't care about black and brown people. They care about their rich white friends.
That's bullshit.
White people. And you don't give a fuck about anyone else. Fuck that. They need to listen to us. And clearly, based on how this meeting went, they have no interest in listening to us. Screaming our asses off for hours.
They don't hear
And we're just gonna keep doing the city's business. They don't give a fuck about our business. Our city, our business. Our city, our business. Our city, our business. Our city, our business. Fuck all of them.
I have one thing to say. I wouldn't wipe my ass with piranhas.
I wanted to talk to you guys today because I think it is ridiculous that your city council does not listen to you and that they only listen to people who work for them. No, that's your city council too. That's our city council. I am running against Josh Mandelbaum. Don't take pictures of me.
hour was so frustrating when they've been suppressing our voices. We've been saying the same shit for a fucking year and they are. Where's Mike Fung? Is he still leading de-escalation training? Is he still a police officer with the Des Moines Police Department?
Yep. Well, they hired some other racist dudes and he has
Great. Where's Ryan Steinkamp and Brian Minahan who are racially profiling folks across this entire fucking city? They're still in the police department. These motherfuckers are not listening to anything that we say. And if we have to do this every fucking city council meeting, that's what we're gonna do.
Hi guys, my name's Miranda. Hi Miranda. So it's been a while since I've got to come to city council meetings, so it's good to be back. But people who actually give a fuck, that's nice. So I just wanted to share just my gratitude for y'all making a space for us to be able to actually speak. You know, if we hadn't stormed this chamber and come in and made sure that our voices were fucking heard, we wouldn't have been heard. Like I was. And it's just good because I know that every single one of y'all cares about this fucking city. Because why the fuck would we be in Des Moines, Iowa, where it fucking sucks if we didn't care? That's all I got. I wanted to thank everybody and uplift everybody's voices.
Just want to give a big shout out to Scotty. Just walked back out here. Shut down the meeting. We took over the chambers. This is our meeting now. Everybody watching on YouTube. Shout out to you. And I want folks like Josh Mandelbaum sitting here and City Manager Scott Sanders sitting here. Were y'all uncomfortable during that? Were y'all a little bit uncomfortable? You can be honest.
Not too uncomfortable.
A little bit, right?
People's asses.
You're a little uncomfortable. Just know, this is your fault.
This is
There's a scenario where this did not have to happen. So, when y'all go back home later tonight and think about what happened today, think about everything that transpired, think about the past year in this city and how you've responded to people in this room who have come to you with real grievances. How you've responded, how you've ghosted, how you've done nothing, how you placated to the right wing in the police department. Remember that. Remember that. And remember that the reason why we are in this building right now taking space is because you all did not allow us. You all did not allow us to speak. And we did not ask. We did not ask. People in this city are dying every day. People in this city are dying. You heard Frida. You heard Frida speak. And they read the letter from the Houses Union. They read the words from the Houses Union. They talked about their experiences helping these folks. The many hours, the money that they spent out of their own pocket to help the folks in this city, the Scott and so many other folks in this room. They shouldn't have had to do that. They should not have had to do that. The reason they had to do that is because folks like Josh Mandelbaum sit up here and they don't care, they don't act. They allow these evictions to happen. They don't step in. They don't hold the Des Moines Police Department accountable. The police department holds people over discriminatory. When they abuse people, when they hurt people, y'all don't hold them accountable. You don't speak up. You don't say nothing. You stay quiet because you want to play both sides, Josh. We're done. We're done. Pick a side, Josh. Stay with the people.
The biggest threat in the city is the council.
About the people living in this city. They don't care. They don't want to help people. They don't want to work to help people. They just want to sit here and get their pockets fatter, get the clout that it is to be on council, move up the ranks. You know, Josh Mandelbaum, I'm sure he's going to run for some shit higher up because that's what they're focused on themselves. They're focused on themselves. Maybe their family members develop. Yeah, real companies off the brand. Exactly. Exactly. We need real representatives. We need people who are coming from this group out here. Still here, just know we are not done. We are not going away. This is not the last you'll see of us. So good luck. Let's start taking action.
I just want to talk about a couple things. First off, this is not the first time that council has been overtaken, but usually it's people like Joe Gatto who have outbursts and take over council, break the rules, and push their agenda. And guess what they do when that happens? They just mute us. Josh doesn't say anything and try to stop, which he usually could do. Say anything whenever Josh has a racist outburst against anybody out here, which has happened almost every meeting for the past 15 months. But no, never. But once we start talking, once we take control of the meeting, they just leave. They have an illegal meeting, which is against their rules, and then they leave. Think about that. Think about what that means. I think it's really funny too, because this whole time they've acted like they're afraid we're going to bring weapons or something. None of us fucking have weapons.
No, we don't do that.
They're afraid of our voices. But we see now clearly what they're afraid of, and it's literally us talking.
They're afraid of the truth. They're afraid of people.
They're afraid of the people, they're afraid of our voices because they know that they aren't used to have to deal with that. One other thing, one other point. Accessibility. Meetings are not accessible. Especially right now during a pandemic, but also just in general. One, whenever they have the power to meet whoever they want to take who is banned out of meetings, that's inaccessible. This building is not accessible. And the atmosphere, especially when the rules don't make sense, even coming here, even studying the rules, we didn't know what it was like to get into the building.
Oh, we have security.
We have several buildings that we got rented out. We have several people we know want to be in meetings like this that we're trying to get into meetings, and hopefully we will. But it's a struggle because city council makes it that way. It should be our job. I'm glad that this is something we can work on, but it's disgusting because that is our job. It's something we have to do to get people into public meetings.
Talk about how they don't actually grant the accessibility they're required to grant by law.
Yeah, so they don't grant the accessibility they're required to grant by law. I have some examples, but...
Okay, we got literally 2 examples. We got somebody who asked for accessibility when they brought the speaking time down to like 25 seconds. He was like, I cannot speak that fast because I have a disability, and they denied his request for more speaking time. We had someone else who asked for accessibility to the building, I believe, and they denied the request for accessibility to the building against ADA requirements.
There's no ADA listings anywhere in this building. None.
We got money for metal detectors though, huh?
I also just want to touch on the fact that I think is obvious at this point, but we had like half the city staff that weren't even willing to put on a mask. There's a lot of people who are immunocompromised, can't get the vaccine for other
Put
reasons.
the fucking sign right there that says to.
I didn't even say that.
That's for us, not them.
Yeah. And they are not willing to wear masks.
To keep us out of the chamber, but they won't wear a mask.
Which I just want to be clear, because we say a lot that they use violence against us. We've seen it at Joe Gatto's restaurant. We've watched by Joe Gatto's restaurant. They brought a SWAT team, basically. Just for walking in the streets, again, afraid of our speech, afraid of us just demonstrating. But you see that here too, not wearing a mask during a pandemic in a room that, for their own things, was too small, and they aren't willing to wear masks. that's creating a danger for us. That's saying if you want to come talk to us, you have to put yourself in danger. And that's something they do every time that they try to speak, because it's a thing they know they can do to control us, and it's a thing they can do to threaten us. So of course, you saw who was wearing masks. So you know who is willing to threaten us with a fucking pandemic.
Pandemic's not over.
Pandemic is not over. And they know it, again, because of the restrictions. That's all I have to say. But thank you.
The reason why they only allow 25 people in here isn't because of COVID precautions. It's because they want to silence people. They want to limit the amount of people in here. But it's obvious that people power conquers all. I also want us to not forget what happened at Merle Hay Mall. CMPD targeted children, minors, maced, abused, and hurt them, and our council members have remained silent. That's fucked up. I had another point. Also, this group is amazing. The numbers are amazing, but I want y'all to bring 2 people with you next Monday. Literally 7:30 a.m. doing this meeting on Zoom. So make sure to show up, wake up early, because we need to keep the people power going. We need to keep more people in. I want to see you faces. That's all. People don't stop. You ain't no power, power. People with the power. People don't stop. Ain't no power, power. People with the power. People don't stop.
My name is Ruby Mayfield. I've lived in the city all of my life. All of my life. My grandma is 8 of 10 children, and all of their kids, and their kids' kids, and their kids' kids live in this city. This city has my family in it, and I care very much about it. I have not moved outside of this city for other job opportunities as a black woman, because this is where I belong with my family. So I care enough to say, despite the shit that y'all pull, okay? One of the most vivid memories I have of a city council meeting was when they were trying to do a renovation project for like $150,000 condos, and they gave $300,000 of the city's money away on a condo renovation on Grand. $300,000. And the response to that, Josh, it was you. You responded to that, and you said, we need to build the wealth of this city. We need to make sure that the people in this city have money.
So push out the poor people.
Literally, that's what you said. And the thing that shocked me is that $300,000 could go back into the city to people who care to share. When you invest in people, when you invest in the programs that invest in people, they will stay, and they will come back, and they will give to their city. If you care about this city and you care about building the wealth in the city, build the people. Build the people that are already here. Please don't keep trying to gentrify our city by bringing rich white people from other fucking places in here. I'm here. I've been here all of my life. My family has been here all of their lives. We moved here because of opportunity. Create opportunities for people. this isn't our land. Like, truly, like, this is not white people's land, it is BIPOC land, because, like, enslaved populations built the industry and the resources that are here today, and the Native American people weren't allowed to do that because they were genocided. So, that's all I wanted to say. And if anybody knows tribe names, I'm sorry. Okay, because truly, like, the amount of suffering and this heartbreak that is on this land is extremely intense. And, like, we really, really need to start giving love to, like, our indigenous brothers, sisters, and siblings. Because, like, they have suffered. Okay. That's all I have to say.
Because bipartisanship is a lie, and taking sides is a lie, and you need to stand up to the people that would vote against you. That will quite literally vote for you to get out of your own council. These people do not like you because you talk to us. These people do not like you when you're not sitting in a chair next to them. When you're going out to lunch with them, they don't fucking like you, okay? They don't like you. They group you in with us, and you are not with us. You do not agree with us. They don't agree with you. So where the fuck are you standing?